Hi everyone, this is my MacBook Air M1 from 2020, and this is with 8 GB of RAM and 512 GB of hard drive space. A lot of people ask me whether this can also be used for light video editing and whether it is really worth it to invest that extra amount into the new M1 Pro MacBooks, which has just been launched recently. So I wanted to address this question by demonstrating to you what this MacBook Air can actually do. So I have got some Apple ProRes files here. Now if you know, ProRes files are some of the heaviest files that you can use for video editing, and I'm going to load them up into the timeline in Final Cut Pro. So this is one file. As you can see here, it says 4K Apple ProRes 422. So this is really a very heavy file, must be about 5 to 6 GB, and I'm going to load another one here. Now bear in mind that now if you can see, the timeline is running very smoothly on Final Cut Pro, and my MacBook is running on battery, it's not powered in. So you can imagine that such a heavy file running so smoothly on Final Cut Pro, this is really amazing. And really, if you can do this in Final Cut Pro on a MacBook Air, you can handle any other file with absolute ease. So I have also another file which I recorded on my iPhone. This is a 4K 60 file which I'm going to add over here. Of course, this is less demanding. So you can see it handles it absolutely effortlessly. There's no problem at all. So now what I'm going to do is, to make it a little more taxing, I'm going to add these files, just copy these files and add them again in the timeline so that you have multiple files. So I have really loaded up the files here. You see, this is not very easy to do unless you have a very heavy duty computer. And if you can see, it's scrolling quite smoothly along the timeline. There's no problem at all. I mean, this has been copied multiple times. I'll just extend it a little bit here so you can see. Yeah. Now you see, you can just go so smoothly here. Absolutely no issues at all. Even if I want to add, say, change a little bit of color, or just add some, just add or remove certain parameters here. Sorry, if I have to do it here, there's no problem at all. You can do it very, very smoothly. Just to show you that even a MacBook Air is powerful enough to handle ProRes files. It's stuttering a little bit, that's because of the multiple files that I put in, but it just comes back. I mean, this is really very workable. Absolutely no problem at all. So, you can just use a MacBook Air if you want to do some light video editing. Bear in mind, if you're really going to use a lot of layers and very heavy duty LUTs and things like that, then it could stutter a bit, but still you could really work with it. You see here, I'm having no problems at all. Like I told you, these are very heavy files. These kind of files, if you were to use on a Windows computer, it would really struggle unless you have a very heavy graphics card and very heavy configuration. So absolutely no problem. Just do some color correction here. I'm just new to Final Cut, so learning it. So here we go. So no problems at all. And even if you want to render it, it won't take really a lot of time. But the point of this video is to show you that how powerful the M1 MacBook Air from 2020 is. And the MacBook Air is one of the lightest machines around. I think it's the lightest MacBook that Apple has now. And if you can see here, so effortless, and this is on battery life. This is on battery. This is not on. This is not plugged in. So you see, this is amazing actually what the M1 chip can do. So I hope you found this video useful, and you can safely go in for a MacBook Air if you really want to do some basic video editing, and I mean you can even do some intermediate level video editing without any hiccups with the M1 MacBook Air without any problem. The MacBook Airs are on sale now. It's going with a very good price. This is the 8 GB version. I would strongly recommend, if you are also inclined into a little bit of video editing, to go in for the 16 GB version. That will give you a little bit of more headroom to work with. So, you know, it will have a little more ease. And the best part I have not mentioned is there are no fans inside. I cannot hear a single fan because there are no fans, of course, but absolutely silent working. And if you are really working with 1080p files, you know, full HD files, there is absolutely no problem. So thanks again for your time and for watching this video, and I hope this was useful for you. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and do leave your comments down below. This is Sunny from Sunny Days signing off. Have a wonderful day ahead. Take care. Bye.